I'm Johnny Levins and welcome to the Curragh Racing Stables. Come on in and let's have a look around. Okay, so this is the main yard. We separate the fillies and the colts obviously, so the geldings are in the front row here, and then we've got stables out the back and the colts go out there. Then we've got the barn in here. So we've got about 26 stables here all together, and we like to keep everything as close as possible in all the one area. So we'll just walk through our secret garden. We bring Henry and Cecil with us. And we've got Cecil the dog, Henry the other dog, and would you believe it, we have a cat in the yard called Frankel. So we'll walk up here now and we'll show you the stalls work. This will be very interesting to people. So there's about 13-14 acres here. And as you can see, a lot of horses are out in the paddock. I'm a big believer of getting them out as much as I can. I don't like keeping them cooped up into the stables. We've got lovely grass here. We treated it early this year with lime and fertilizer, and we've seen a really good job done with it. At any given time we could have 14-15 horses out mixed up between the two paddocks. So the horses are loaded up in from behind. These are actually at the front and these close over. Horses loaded in from the back, and you have a starter there. When he's happy that all the jockeys are ready, he presses the button, the stalls open up and they jump out, and then everybody gets their position. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to have our own little race, and we have our jockeys and riders all lined up in here. There's a late money for Jess. She's gone into 5-4 favoured. I hope the others are off, because I have a few quid on Dun O'Connor here. And now, readies, riders, and they're off. Kevin Ryan is surprisingly in front. Dun has hit the front now, and Henry's won. A lot of people think in a racing yard that the person who holds the trainer's license is the boss, but I'll let you in a little secret, it's not the case. The real boss is actually standing beside me, Jessica Lanigan.
Yeah, I'm the racing secretary here in Johnny Levins's, and I do everything from the administration side to getting horses ready to go racing, making sure everything's running smoothly out in the yard, managing paddocks and keeping an eye on the horses' feed. If any staff have any problems, they come to me. If any owners have any problems, they come to me.
Just leave me with a job. I'm from just over the road here, Kildare born. You know, I remember as a young lad driving by, cycling by here, or playing out here in the Curragh, and always looking into this yard. I never thought I'd ever be looking out. So it's brilliant what racing can do if you work hard enough, chase your dreams. Here I am now training almost 30 horses. We've trained 85 winners, and we've done it all together. Dun started for me from the start. He's not from a racing background, relatively speaking.
No, started off probably riding horses when I was about 10 or 11, and pony, started from there, and then went to, my father said if I had a real keen interest he'd send me to Jim Bulger's, and that was a bit of a rude awakening, but I learned plenty there and went on to race from there. And then got sent out to Johnny's in February 2014 and haven't looked back, sure.
This is the yard house. This is your trainer jockey fridge. We've got some ribs in there and eggs and rashers, and maybe that's a trainer's fridge, maybe it's not the jockey's fridge. But we'll show you the jockey's press over here. That's the jockey's press there. That keeps up his energies. He's a bit of a sweet tooth. All biscuits, crisps, wine gums. The wine gums are when he's doing a bit of light, he can't eat, so he'd suck away in the wine gums. This is actually a photograph riding my last winner over fences for Brendan Powell, who is actually retired now. He's assistant trainer down to Joseph. You'd see him at the races a lot of the time. He's a good guy, he's a really good trainer. He was brilliant at getting a horse, the balance of getting a horse fresh and fit. And his horse has always held his form. And when I was there with him, I promise you he'd get a go to win a race. He was just absolutely brilliant at picking the day for a horse and getting across the line. He was actually owned by that famous actor. He used to be in the series Men Behaving Badly. He actually is big into donkeys. He's a massive donkey sanctuary down the west of England, down in Somerset. Martin Clunes, real nice guy, loves his racing. My mum was a big fan of Men Behaving Badly, so when I told her I rode my last winner from him, she was absolutely delighted. You see a lot of photographs of me, the glory days, riding winners and punching the air, and it's not always that easy. Here's one that I had to get one of not according to plan. That was down in Tralee, one for Shane Broderick. He absolutely never lifted a leg and completely headbutted the fence and threw me somersaulting right over his head. Luckily, jockey and horse were uninjured. We've an owner in the yard, Johnny Hayes. He's an international footballer. He plays for Aberdeen, but he did, up until 2 months ago, he played for Celtic. And he gifted me this jersey and got all the Celtic players to sign it, which is very nice. You know, they're obviously an unbelievable team. I'm big into the football. I'm a Liverpool supporter. So my other hobbies outside the race, and I like all sport really, but the main ones that I actually participate in would be golf and football. Big fan of snooker, but football and golf would be. And I'm quite privileged and feel happy to have Johnny Hayes #1 jersey. It's been great to have you here, and from Johnny Levins Racing, thanks very much and goodbye.